When I started this challenge, frankly, I had no idea what horrible things life had in store for me. Here I am, blissfully farming a lower level monster just so I can afford the right to fight the good stuff. Trapped in a Pena deficit, I slave away, just hoping for trash to sell to an NPC, nickel and diming my way back to where the game's content actually begins. Dumb bulls. Nobody could have predicted how far downhill things would go from here, but this is how my never-ending search for the comet suit began, 2 whole months ago. No. Oh my god! Oh. No way! Holy fuck! That is a green! Oh no, but I have such a good shield already. I don't know what's better. +2, all stats are 5% block. Oh, they're both so good. Oh, never mind, it's also got 40 more defense. That's so worth it. That is so worth it. But Fury Shield is the shield I mentioned in the last episode. I was talking about Mars Mine and how there's like this really rare drop, but it's not really worth mentioning. At least I'm pretty sure that was in the last episode. Might have gotten cut, but yeah, this is something I've known could possibly drop, but it's just as rare as the Comet Suit. This is a 1 in 10,000 drop, so I figured I wouldn't see it. And boy, am I happy I got it. Alright, on my way back to Bulls. I didn't take a whole lot of money with me for this run. I don't know, I think I'm just really excited. Having this shield is like the first set of stats I'm getting on my gear, pretty much period, outside of jewelry. I get some defensive stats and literally 1 strength in jewelry right now. This is +2 everything. I think all these stats are really good on mercenaries, except the intelligence, but stamina, dex, taking less damage, attacking faster, everything. It's all really good. I want to go see how I size up to Bulls, but it also it reminded me, you know, the better gear I find, the more doable the Bulls are going to become, obviously. So, the better gear I have, the less need I'll have for things like consumables, and I am getting a lot of consumables right now. If there was ever a good time to start using some of these, at least the non-essential ones, it is right now. So, I pulled a bunch of stuff out of my bank, activation so I can keep using skills without cooldowns, Vital Drink. I can't believe I hadn't been using this before, but this will completely offset my FP potion costs, at least for a little bit. This could actually make Dumbles viable. Hopefully I can make Dumbles profitable, and these only last a few hours. So I essentially have like 2 hours right now to find more upgrades. Green! Oh! The beam! The beam! Come on, Comet. Come on, Comet. Oh! Miracle! Looks like I am out of food, so we'll get the moment of truth here, whether or not Dumbles are profitable without spending FP. And I have a good feeling. So I started with 75. Let's restock on food. I think I also had 200 chicken when I started. Ooh. Oh. Climb, baby, climb. Money! Oh, yeah. Okay. Definitely profited. That's really good. I don't think I have a way to consistently get Vital Drink X, though. Oh, wait, the Spring Point Exchange. No, it's not in here. Wait. Yes, no. Fuck, it's just activation. Dang. Dang, 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 dang. Me money. No, it's right here. I didn't notice because it's in a blue box. They tricked me. That would afford me another hour at Bulls. It's looking up, boys. If these Dumbles won't make me Pena, we have to make them make Pena. I've made a lot of money so far farming dumb bulls. I should be really negative. I haven't had to kill any jacks for hours today. And it's all thanks to those vital drinks. I don't have any more so far, but I know there are some in the total connection for new players. Let's see, it looks like I've logged in for 25 days so far during this challenge. So I'm going to get all these rewards. Hopefully I have room to just accept them. Ah, I couldn't get all of them. Claim all? Okay, so I have 25 days worth of new player rewards ready to go. It looks like that's going to set me up with some extra attack, some extra health. This is all very temporary, and it's not something I can rely on, but now that I know it is technically possible to kill as many bulls as I can to get Comet, I don't mind relying on some temporary stats to help ease the pain of farming it. Alright, well, for a little bit, before I get some Comet pieces, I am going to be living luxuriously. I won't spend any money on FP, I'll have a pet picking stuff up for me, a little bit of extra stats, but nothing crazy. And hopefully, I think most of this is going to last just a few days. I really hope I get some Comet pieces before all that dries out. Otherwise, it's back to farming jacks. It's time to start buffing Upcut Stone. Activation. Defense Stone. Blue balloons.
Hello?
Fucking snake. I am ready. Oh, I'm a tanky boy. Got a green? Yes! Yes! Comet! +2! Let's go! Yes! Ooh, that's gonna save me some dice. Green? No! No! Oh no, I got the female version! It's +3! Ah! Pain! I lost the 50-50. Ah! That could have been so good. 3 free power dice. Damn! Look, as long as it's not the suit, I don't feel super bad. If I get a silo suit, I will die that evening. I had a trial character before, as I was like trying to route how you could possibly Iron Man this game to Clockworks, and when I got to the Dumble part, I had an assist healing me. I was AoEing. We had party buffs like the whole time. So the Comet suit dropped in only like 3,000 kills. And because of the setup, I could AoE literally 20 bulls at once, so it was really quick. Green? Comet helmet! There's a lot of appeal to earning something on your own. So even in MMOs that don't actually support Iron Man mode, like Fly for MapleStory, it's still fun to play the game without trading or player help. Because it's not supported though, it's still technically possible to receive help, even if you're not asking for it. Sometimes you run into the unexpected philanthropist that unknowingly curses you with godly buffs. When this happens, I don't really have a choice but to just die to get rid of them. But what happens when your generous donor is a little too persistent?
What is that sound?
Combo based? Yeah, I can see that. Oh god! Oh god! I'm being attacked! I've got to get rid of these. Goodbye, cruel world. Good luck. Good luck to you. Oh shit. It's an evil shaman! No! Don't do it! Damn it. Oh god, is that... Don't fucking tell me. Okay, that's a different person. I swear, if that super buff god guy followed me to channel 5... I just want to keep to myself. My bulls. I'm scared, dude. I'm like looking around for assists in the sky now. No.
Oh my fucking god.
What the
How
fuck?
does he keep finding me?
He's actually here!
I will always be here, motherfucker.
Alright. I think we've communicated. I'm gonna go die now. Not again. Oh! Oh! Literally the first clear of the day! Come on. Come on, give me plus. Give me plus. No plus. No plus, but I got some gauntlets! 3 out of 4, baby! 3 out of 4! Wait, how many kills is that? That was literally the very first clear of the day, but yes! Yes, 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 yes! Oh man, it's coming together. It is coming together! Ooh, come on, come on! Just need the suit. Just give me that suit, man. Almost at 5k. Very close to 5k killed. Nearly 5,000 kills in, I had acquired the 3 easiest parts of the Comet set. They all have a 1 in 1,000 drop rate, so my luck at this point was less than average, but good enough. Unfortunately, that is the very last of the good news. The date that day is March 13, 2025, so my goal with the series is to finish before the release of MapleStory's Classic World so I can continue my original series, Desertmore, or at least finish the Flife series before 2026. Grinding for hours a day, I hit 10,000 bulls killed by March 22. I didn't get the Comet suit, and looking at my drop table spreadsheet, I didn't get, well, like, anything, really. Each session of Flife was getting more and more tiring. Group the bulls, spam heals, spam AoE, write down the drops, repeat. This would continue for hours, and hours turned into days, and this would continue without a single green drop for upwards of 1,800 kills. Keep in mind the drop rate of 1 green is supposedly 1 in 1,000, and there are 24 different greens that can drop from a bull. The math just ain't mathin'. 1,800 kills takes at the very least 6 hours, and that's if I'm extremely focused and have good premium buffs the whole time from login rewards or events. Realistically, it's more like 10 hours to get that many kills, which would be 2 to 3 days of clocking in for my Flife shift, clocking out, and not even having a single whisper of good news. It simply got old. My grinds went from multiple hours a day to struggling to remain logged in for even an hour to not being able to bear 20 minutes of playing Flife Universe, and eventually I just didn't log in at all, not even to collect login rewards. May 17, I had just barely reached 19,000 kills. I had a few good drops under my belt at that point, but nothing I could actually use, and things were starting to pick back up. I'd found my Steam again, I was back to multiple hour sessions of grinding. It's quite difficult though, because killing even 5 bulls at once is easy to die, especially if I mistime my heal or if I run out of FP for too long. It tends to happen a lot while reading Twitch chat or watching a video to help pass the time. What the final nail in the coffin though wasn't just a couple of deaths or wasted XP, it was one of Flife's evil mechanics, the XP lock. You can prevent the gain of XP after kills to try to make farming for gear easier, since, you know, a lot of content is restricted for certain levels, hint hint, and you could lose drop rate if your level's too high for what you're farming. Well, this XP lock only caps at 200 monsters, and during a long grind, it's very easy to lose track of this. Since Dumbles are so much higher level than me, 1 AoE fills a large chunk of my XP bar, and 1 or 2 clears while not paying attention is unfortunately enough to push my level from 30 to 31. No! No! When did it unlock? This was absolutely soul-crushing. No! These challenges take months to a year to complete, and this mistake had cost me everything. The reason it is so important to stay level 30 is because there are 3 major ways to farm power dice in Flife. And those are what you need to upgrade your gear later. So Laren Chasm has 1 to 3 bosses you can kill twice a day, and then there's Big Muscle once a day, and Kerr once a day if you are exactly level 30. Leveling to 31 makes you ineligible to run Laren Chasm on normal mode, and I'm honestly unsure it can even be done on any harder difficulty by yourself, and I can never run Big Muscle again. Even if I were to de-level to 30, because that's a mechanic in the game, as of November 2024, dungeons now remember your highest level for eligibility, so the only option left, besides grinding normal monsters for power dice, is Kerr. So I'd be farming power dice at about 20% of the capacity I should be, and this stage of the plan was already going to take several months. So the best way forward ends up being simply to start over. Crawl my way back to level 30, start the Dumble grind again, and forever fear my XP may be unlocked and that I'll have to potentially start over again. Anyway, so what came of the drop rate experiment? Well, I did gather some interesting data, but I'm still missing some major pieces of the puzzle before I can confidently report what I think is happening. One of those is another monster to compare drop rates with, originally planned for the Vice monsters in Mars Mine, but also party buffs. This is an Iron Man challenge, so I didn't want to include this game's support class. But as I've played and stared face to face with many of this game's terrible flaws, it's becoming apparent that one of the best ways to underline this game's issues would be to make an assist of my own and just demonstrate how much simpler, and worse, the game gets. If I decide to pick this back up after my MapleStory series, I'm going to go that route and I'll play 2 accounts at once. I'd also love to have some interviews with developers and the creator of Flifepedia, which is where I'm getting that drop rate information from. Although I'm very discouraged by my failure, I hope that when I return, the game will be in a better place than it is now. Flife Universe's major pulls for me were a few promising key points. Nostalgia, obviously, but also the reduction of pay-to-win, removal of the awakening system, removal of the final class advancements, as well as the high-level zones that came with them. And I'm not a game review channel, so I'll keep this brief, but Flife has added a really bad profession system, removed a lot of incentive to D-level, which is a very cool mechanic in the game. They put these damn penis monsters everywhere that make upgrading a gear such a pain in the ass. They brought back premium stats on what's supposed to be cosmetic gear, and they've released a lot of events and updates that are clearly aimed at the paying population of Flife, with little regard for making things like this horribly designed early game any better. A lot of these things are upsetting to me, and they make me much less willing to play the game. I don't think I'm the only one with these complaints, so hopefully they get their act together by the time I come back. Otherwise, we'd be looking at a very similar situation to Flife as it was before it originally got shut down because nobody wanted to play anymore. Fingers crossed they improve a lot of these systems and start putting care back into the game, because that's why I picked it up in the first place. Thank you so much to everyone who's watched these videos and tagged along for streams while I take a detour from MapleStory content. My next upload will likely be related to MapleStory, depending on how soon the release of Classic World is, but I may throw in like a random challenge here or there just to stay active.